ando fazendo o tutorial de Under Night in Birth, me correu uma ideia, né? De postar alguns vídeos sobre curiosidades da Fighting Game Community e responder algumas perguntas que muita gente se faz, até na minha turma mesmo tinha essa pergunta. Por exemplo, assim, quanto tempo leva para você animar um personagem de jogo 2D no formato 2.5D, estilo Dragon Ball FighterZ e Guilty Ger XRD? Então aqui está a resposta, eu vi na última Arte Live, eu vou postar legendado para vocês, tá? Só peço que tenham paciência, as legendas eu fiz na hora aqui no celular, então qualquer erro pode postar embaixo aí que eu corrijo depois. Valeu, gente.
They'll do their best to get it out there, yeah?
We'll do our best.
Awesome. So, next question from Taj, T-A-H-J. I guess this is probably directed to Junior here.
Sure.
How long does it take to make a single character nowadays for Guilty Ger XRD and also Dragon Ball?
Well, it actually, I think it'll surprise you, but it'll take like more than like 6 months.
6 months for one character?
For one character, because it has a lot of it has a lot of steps that you have to get in. So while we're making the actual game, it's like spread out through like a span of a few years. So we make them like aligned one by one. So in that way we can work with few characters at the same time and get the characters enough characters at the end of the when the game's finished. But when you start from scratch and try to get a character on, you first have to get the design right, and then plan what the characters do, and then choreograph them. And the choreograph is done in 2D. And while choreographing, we make character models, and that is like the first 2 months or so.
Wow, okay.
And the majority of the work actually goes into animation. And animation takes a lot of time and effort, because like we have hundreds of animations when it's like a fighting game.
Oh yeah.
So, and even after the animation is done, we have to tweak all the movement and stuff like that, and then the balancing starts.
I see.
So
the actual programming in the game. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a very multiple step thing, and it takes a lot of time. And oftentimes people ask us that, you know, this you have the model for this character, why don't you get that character out earlier? The character model is like only 10% of the workload of the actual character.
Wow.
So it's not like having the character model makes it
easier.
Yeah. Obviously it helps, but it's not like if you have the character model, the character's almost done. It's not at all close to
okay.
done. Yeah.
And would this include, like, I mean, this is the animation and creating the character and drawing it up, but like does this also include research too, like in terms of researching like I guess specific movements, or like how you want something to be animated? Or
sure, that's
is that also part of the 6 months?
That's done within the 2D choreographing phase.
It.
So although we know that we need certain kind of animations, we come up with like 5 or 10 other variations of the ideas with that specific like movement, and then we choose from that to get the best results.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. And brings me to one more, because we always get a lot of I always see on Twitter, like, can you do this costume version of so and so? And I know it's for sprites, it's a lot harder because you have to reanimate everything, correct? Yeah. So that's what it is. Usually for sprites you change colors and so forth, but like since it's 3D models, would we ever expect like different and this is I guess my question, but would we ever expect like new costumes, since it would be easier for 3D to do a different costume change, or is that not, since it's 3D to 2D?
Yeah, we get that a lot too.
Yeah.
But because we do the 3D in a specific way,
I see.
And it's like reproducing the sprites with 3D.
I see. Okay.
It's a very different workflow, as in like normal 3D animation. And normal 3D animation, it's you can use also those cloth physics and stuff like that to get the movement of the cloth right. But in our way, we just animate the cloth by hand.
Wow. Okay.
So it's very difficult to actually change the character's outfit drastically. And if you don't change the character's outfit drastically, what's the point of making a costume change? So
correct.
It's very hard to make decisions for new costumes. But we have done a few times just for like story reasons.
Ling, follow-up question. You say it takes 6 months per character, but how many characters at once are you able to develop? Well, that's a good question. So it takes 6 months to develop one character, but how many characters are you able to develop simultaneously?
Well, it depends on it depends on the scale of the project, and like the last project I was working on, Dragon Ball, was a huge project, and we had like 5-6 characters at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not like everything at the same altitude, but while working with other finishing our characters, we always start making the new ones. So it's very hard to answer that, but yeah, it's. And also, it depends on how many people we have and how many outsourcing places we have.
I see.
Access to. So
a lot of variables. Okay, yeah. So but you would say about like 5 characters.
5 characters would be quite a high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So normally I think it'll be like 3 or 4.
Wow. Okay. So 6 months.
Most of the time.
So 6 months, 3 or 4 characters simultaneously. Think about how many characters are in Xrd or like Dragon Ball. So that's how much time it takes to develop the game, and that's just like the characters, right? Like rendering characters and their moves and stuff. So, wow, that's a lot of time.